And recording number 3 of the day on the 30th of May 2010, and we're just about to pack up and clear out. But I just wanted to show you almost the finishing stages to what my wife has prepared there. That would be the gluten-free rye grain bread, loads of butter on there, and she's got the organic cheese from Sainsbury's, and they've got the tomatoes, and then you've got the hummus underneath that. I don't put hummus on mine. It's not. Sometimes I find hummus doesn't always agree with me. Those wonderful chickpeas. I don't think you can see out there, but out there's the castle. Just over there. In fact, move out to the side. There it is. There you can see. Oh, and there's a keen jogger going by. The weather starts to change. And I pointed out in my previous recording that my wife and I walked all the way along to the end there where they have that 1939 war hut. Oh, it's all good. We really have had a fantastic time here though. I think it's just wonderful just to get away, isn't it? She dragged me kicking and screaming from my passion. Last night, yeah, I've even left my laptop behind, which, what? It's almost blasphemy. Last night we went out for this Thai meal, and we sat down next to this wonderful couple. Was it Linda and was it Austin? Great couple. She's American actually, and she also has a YouTube channel. So I will be connecting with her, and we just had a great conversation about stuff. And this lady has really done some wonderful homework to understand about the great work by Dr. Abram Hoffer, who basically came up with the cure for schizophrenia and a few other diseases as well. And he's been using, I think it's B3 niacin in large doses, and she knew quite a bit about that, which I thought was kind of cool. But then she obviously had her own reasons for doing her own homework or due diligence on that. So we had a great connection with them. We've never met these people before. We just sat down in this restaurant and just started having this conversation with them. But it was wonderful. Also, she noticed that I kept holding my wife's hand, and she made the what did she say? She said that she could tell that it was our first child because I was holding her, because I was holding Sarah's hand. And then what I found interesting, I made the comment that when the waiter came over to her and her husband, they were drinking Singer beer. I mean, that's the beer they make in Thailand or in Bangkok. And I noticed that when the waiter came over, and it was only her husband that was drinking the stuff, when the waiter asked, she's the one that said, yeah, I'll have another one, before the words got out of his mouth. So I had to point that fact out to her as well, which is interesting, who wears the pants in the relationship. So what we're going to do today is we're probably going to pop up and go down to the south side. South Bay. Yeah, we're going to see the South Bay, so we're going to go up to where the castle is and then drop down the other side and probably down there. I believe the weather's going to clear up a bit. I know that we're going to see a few planes fly over, and there are going to be some war things going up in the castle there. Again, I know I said this on a previous recording, and it just blows me away, you know, walking up there and seeing pictures of Vikings running at you with axes, and then seeing a soldier standing there with some binoculars, and what it is about us human beings that seem to celebrate war, or I might say celebrate the fact that we won or anything else. I mean, there's so many people, especially innocent civilians, that become casualties in all wars. And I think if you look at the research, certainly from the First World War, it was maybe as low as the 30% mark, but then moving from the second and up to present day, whenever there's a war, over 90% of the people that are killed are actually civilians. Does that justify going over to some country just so you can keep the banks in business? I don't think it does. I think hopefully as more people become more aware, more conscious, and they start voting with their money and realising that they can make smarter choices such that we don't become a part of it. Because really, when you look at it, we've learnt absolutely nothing from our past. I mean, wars and fightings have been going on for, well, since we were around. And if you look at most other animal species, they don't do that. The only smarter, and I use that quote unquote thing about us, is that we've got, say, weapons of mass destruction that can kill more people, including ourselves. Dumb, really dumb. So my hope is, certainly with my YouTube channel, is people become more conscious and more aware of how they're voting with what they watch, what they read, where they put their feet, what they buy, and things like that, because that's what we can do to make that difference. It's all good. Again, thank you once again for listening and watching. And what I'd like you to do today is to do something that makes you feel good, whatever that may be, and go out and celebrate. I love you all. Bye for now.